got me hot. Yeah. Got me hot.
We're brothers, we're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
Welcome to another edition of Bro Talk Live, the best show in late night for you by us. Bro Talk, we're always on the market. Your main man, Jason, kicking it off for another Tuesday night with the crew. Don't forget, hit us up in the comments on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube at Bro Talk Live, and we'll get you on to the show. We have a lot to cover tonight as part of this crazy show, but let's first kick it over to my main man, Dex. What up, bro?
Big Dex, coming to you live from.
Did you say Big Dex?
A different location.
Did you call yourself Big Dex?
Big Dex, Daddy Dex, Dex the one.
Oh, okay.
You name it, I got it. Super excited for today's show. I just want to say that, guys, I'm ready to start getting paid for this show. I need to start getting paid for this show.
Oh, checks is coming.
We need the checks, guys. So if you guys can like, share, follow, tell your friends about our show, like it would be greatly appreciated.
I mean, we could get paid now. We just have to sell everything.
Please, can we?
And I won't be able to do any of our segments anymore.
Well, I think I can do it. I need money. I am ready to.
All right, I'll
not
turn this
work
over to
anymore
Elon
and
Musk.
I want this to be my
tomorrow.
full-time job.
Okay. Elon's coming. Okay. Bill, what up? Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. And when we say sell everything, we most nearly mean
Not,
Well,
not
we ain't
us,
selling
though.
it to Diddy, so there's not much we got to sell.
Not us.
well, never sell. No, well, I won't say that. We're in public.
Are you growing your hair out for something important?
Until the spring comes, until the actual spring comes, I'm ready to kill that groundhog. I'm actually ready to fry him up myself.
What you trying to get braids?
Oh no!
What is it, the braid? You trying to be Drake? What's that about?
Excuse me.
I was just asking.
And the difference is, if I decided I was going to get braids, it's in my culture, so I could get braids.
Okay.
My actual culture.
Ty will be joining us a little bit later. Bill, it's been a while since we had you. A couple of weeks since we had you on the show. I can't say too long. But we're happy to have you in.
Next was coming. I had to get back in.
Sealing up your spot. No, we really appreciate Eric for holding the fort down. And we'll see him more throughout the season. Like I said, Ty will be joining us a little bit later. He's taking care of some baby stuff. But for now, let's kick it to the politics.
Politics as usual.
Elon Musk is doing a big one. We've been talking about Elon a lot this year. He's making headlines again, this time for his controversial take on Social Security, Medicare, and other federal benefits. The billionaire turned government advisor says that these programs are hemorrhaging money due to fraud, and he's floating the idea of cutting as much as $700 billion in government spending. In an interview with Fox Business, Musk called entitlement spending, quote unquote, that's what they're calling it, the big one to eliminate. This sparked immediate backlash from both political parties, and his claim that millions of dead people are still listed as receiving benefits, an allegation that Social Security officials strongly deny. Here is Elon Musk on Fox News.
The way it's important in entitlement spending, which is which is most of the federal spending is entitlements. That's like the big one to eliminate, because that's the sort of $500 billion, maybe $700 billion a year.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's not all. Musk has also linked federal aid programs to illegal immigration, repeating claims that Democrats use entitlements as a way to attract voters. So saying that the Democrats are using Social Security in order to get votes. So of course, they want to eliminate Social Security. Critics say that this echoes the widely discredited, quote unquote, great replacement theory, which suggests that political leaders are deliberately shifting the government's demographics for power, which, I can see why you would think that. Now, the White House has stepped in defending Elon's remarks, I should say, remusks. Remusks is crazy. Defending Elon Musk's remarks. Officials say that he's not calling for benefit cuts, just targeting fraud. But our good friend Senator Bernie Sanders isn't buying it. He warns that this could be the start of privatizing Social Security altogether.
If you do, as Musk and others are proposing, not only 2,500 Social Security employees, they want to cut half of the Social Security employees. That will be a disaster. That will mean that millions of people who are, calling up, they're not going to get an answer. So if you ask me, I think this is a prelude not only to cutting benefits, but to privatizing Social Security itself. I think that's in the back of their mind. If you make the system dysfunctional, why would anybody want to support it? And that's consistent with what Trump said in his State of the Union address. Oh, there are millions of people, thousands of people, 200 years old and 150 years old. What is all of that about? It happens to be a lie. It's not true. 99% of the benefits go to people, more than that go to people who have paid into them. So why do you lie so much about Social Security? Why do you make it look like it's a broken, dysfunctional system? The reason is to get people to lose faith in the system, and then you can give it over to Wall Street.
I mean, seems like a plan, right? We haven't heard from Bernie in a while, so it's good to see him back with us. No?
Back with us?
Back with us.
Of course it is.
Of course it is. Dex, you're muted. You don't know this by now? Come on.
Bernie was interesting. His statement was interesting because he said 99% of the people who are getting these benefits deserve them. Then he said actually more than that.
He said more than that because he called himself.
Which one is it? Like,
it don't matter. It don't matter. It don't need to be cut. That's the point. It don't matter if it's 99. It don't matter if it's 90.
It kind of doesn't matter because if you can't say 100% of these funds,
then you need to cut all of it.
No, listen, if you can't say 100% of these funds is going to people who are alive, I do think an investigation needs to be done.
Well, no, that's not what he said. Right. That's not what he said. He said these funds go to people who have paid into it. That was the ending of that sentence, not people who are alive. You heard him.
But the disagreement is that they're saying that these people are not alive. They're 200 years old and they're not alive. Like
that's what Elon is saying. But Bernie Sanders is saying 99% of people who paid into it.
And that 1% is what? Those people just did not pay into it?
He said more, so it's less than 1%.
We're taking the word of
Elon. Why are you criticizing Bernie and not Elon? What's happening? Like,
I'm just
are you on Elon's side? You want him to cut Social Security for your grandma?
I'm just asking where he's getting this information from. I'm not saying I want you to cut anything. Like, I'm just saying if you think that an investigation needs to be done, then I think maybe you should look and find this research, show it to us, and then you can do what you need to do.
Welcome to the show, Ty.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
I didn't realize you put me on. I was like watching from the background.
I just did. I put you on as I announced you, so you're all good. No worries. I just didn't want you to think I didn't see you. We're talking about Elon Musk cutting Social Security. Bill, as someone who is old and I'm sure is looking forward to Social Security, is this something that you're concerned about? And do you think that this is ultimately going to be Trump's downfall? Because we've been waiting for a while for some, but I mean, he's done a lot. Eggs are what, $12? Like, so it's a lot has been happening over these first 50 days or whatever. There's been a lot happening with Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Do you think this is finally the straw that breaks the camel's back?
Let me start by saying this. I am younger than everybody on this panel. Okay,
yeah. I mean,
I am the youngest in age,
but not bones.
So Dex is Dylan MAGA?
The biggest MAGA you'll ever see. I'm telling you, like it's it's crazy.
See, we should have known. Dylan, we had you on the show too. That's crazy.
Dylan,
and you was dragging Trump. What happened? I don't know.
Dylan. Let me start by saying, as a patriot, and I can't wait to throw this around, who is a disabled veteran, I don't have to wait for Social Security to do a thing.
Okay.
Department of Veteran Affairs.
Okay, but what about grandma? Like, not you. What about?
Listen, I am for the older people who's paid into the system.
Yes.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with them getting Social Security. What I'm not okay with is them constantly taking $6 trillion out of my paycheck to pay for something I probably won't even see.
Yes. Okay. So because you won't see it, you're like, be done with it all.
Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it.
Wow. Wow.
My checks is way
any
too
thoughts?
low. You need to cut it.
Any thoughts for the massive fraud, quote unquote, that might be Social Security?
I think history will tell us that whenever Trump said there's a massive amount of something, that there's either very little or none at all.
Or it's being committed by him.
Or that. But I have to look more into my feelings about Social Security, because if I'm not getting it, I don't think I do want to pay into it.
Well, you won't be getting it. I can promise you that. If they're trying to cut it now and you're not even at that age yet, you better believe when it's our turn, there's it.
So I don't want to. I mean, people who paid into it should get it, but I don't want it. If I'm not getting it, I don't want to pay into it. I don't.
You know what Social Security feels like to me.
But that's not what they're saying, Ty. They're not saying. They're not. First of all, hold on. Wait.
No. Because wait a minute. Paying into Social Security feels like when we were in college and we were paying into them computer lab fees and them library fees.
Hold on. First of all, that is my arena right now. Tech fees are absolutely necessary. Okay, so don't sit here and act like that little $50 that you paid in your tuition was worth anything. Okay, you didn't do nothing with it.
I'm just saying I never saw it.
And you still got them little MacBooks, and you put threw them things up on it with them refund checks that you got, and spent up all that money. Ty. Okay.
Wait, and just real quick, Ty said, I think it was Ty that said something, or Jason, maybe it was you that said it. You said that every time Trump is saying these things, it always turns out that it's a lie. Like you said that when they said there's people
I've been saying this for years, that what Trump does is he projects, and he's projecting what he's already doing. Right?
Okay, so like in the 2020 election, he said there was voter fraud, and he said there were people who were not alive voting in Atlanta, and then they changed
because he committed the voter fraud,
and then they changed some of the rules around with the with voting and how you're able to vote. And this year he won in Atlanta, so like I think there may be some validity to some of the stuff that he says too. We don't like him, so we don't want to say that, but
I think he tricked the Democrats into defending the voting system so that he could commit fraud and they couldn't say anything. That's what happened.
I mean, look, but if that's supposed to be linked to that story, I'll be glad to clip it and we'll play it all over TikTok. And I don't care. I'm not saying it, so it's not me.
Just because you don't say it don't mean this is not true.
Okay, we'll see. Okay, Dex, if you want to hit your wagon to Dylan and the MAGA crew.
I'm just kidding. Dylan's not really MAGA.
Dylan, I'm disappointed in you.
No, he's really not. He's not.
Okay. No.
Was it?
I didn't believe he was, because he was dragging Trump too hard when we had him on the show.
Well, look, I'll say he wasn't, but I wasn't with him in the voting booth. You know, people do what they do with behind closed doors. So
especially, yeah.
So we need to see your voting record, brother.
Well, it's public. You can go look it up.
No, you can't look up who you voted for. You could look up
if the person voted.
Yeah. Or at least you could. Maybe not anymore. Maybe they ended that government program as well. Elon Musk.
Definitely.
Speaking of ending programs, let's keep this one rolling. We just talked about Social Security cuts. Now, another major shakeup in Washington. The Department of Education is shutting its doors, at least for a day. Staffers were abruptly told to leave their offices and stay home, just as the department announced plans to slash nearly half of his workforce. And let's be clear, this isn't just about layoffs. President Trump is reportedly gearing up to eliminate the entire Department of Education altogether, something that he has promised to do. And to end the job, of course, Linda McMahon to carry out the banal task of eliminating something that's good for society. His argument, he says it's time to give power back to the states, which was pre-Brown versus Board of Education when we had segregation and all that. And he wants to end what he calls, quote unquote, bureaucratic bloat. Something he didn't run on, but okay. Let's be real. This isn't just a routine government restructuring. This is a fundamental shift in how education is run in America. Is this about improving schools, or is this political ideology at work? And what does this mean for students, teachers, and parents across the country? Ty, what concerns do you have as the Department of Education seems like it's being dismantled?
I don't have any concerns.
Okay. You don't think it's going to get the votes? Is that why?
I don't think it'll get the votes, number one. Number two, Pennsylvania receives about 13% of their, maybe 14, maybe 10% of their funding from the federal government. So I think we'll survive over here. But I think this is one of those ideas that Trump came up with that nobody really agrees with. It seems very silly and very like, why are you doing that? I can't understand the purpose. Like they haven't like, oh, I'm just going to give power back to the state. Some of that stuff doesn't make sense because there's a lot of federal laws in education that make sense for education. IDEA being one of the biggest ones that people use. So I don't really understand the purpose of that. I also don't understand what's going to happen with those laws that essentially govern a lot of what we do. So it's an interesting thing, but honestly, I'm not worried because I really don't think it's going to happen, but we'll see. I think he'll cut a lot of people from it, but I don't think it'll be cut altogether, but we'll see.
Dex, what do you see as a difference between me, you, and William? Do you see how me, and William are in the center of our frame as you are? Okay. Go ahead, Dex. What do you think about the dismantling of the Department of Education?
You should have asked me. Okay, go ahead.
I mean, do you have something to say? Or not?
No, go ahead.
Okay. Bill, what do you think of the Department of Education being dismantled?
First of all, I knew that boy was nefarious when he chose Linda McMahon. The McMahons have not attached their names to anything worthwhile in quite some time. Okay. Have you all seen the state of the WWF, the WWE these days?
Vince has actually said he's going to start a new company. Dex, what do you think about that development?
Nothing.
You so nasty. Just because I told you to get in the frame, like seriously, check yourself before. Okay, you ain't getting paid when we get paid. I'm just going to leave your name out. It is what it is. I appreciate your content though. Mm-hmm. We wish the Department of Education the absolute best, and we hope by the time Dex has his kids in school that it'll be there'll be a Department of Education to report to.
There'll be school for him to be in.
Not if we don't get paid for the show, apparently. So we'll see how that goes. Moving on, in other Trump news, Trump and Elon Musk just turned the White House lawn into a Tesla showroom, literally.
Oh, wow.
What'd you say?
I can't. I've had enough of this apartheid South African immigrant who's extended his visa, coming over here and running our government because he couldn't run his own. Like, get rid of him. Like,
that's actually insane.
It is insane.
5 Teslas parked right outside, cameras rolling, and Trump himself sitting in the driver's seat next to Elon Musk, hyping up the cars like he's at the dealership. And if that wasn't enough, he announced he's buying one, quote unquote, one, to support Musk and his struggling company. Now, let's be real. Seeing a sitting president openly endorse a consumer product is rare, if not straight up unprecedented. But this is Trump, and subtlety isn't exactly his thing. The move is already drawing backlash with, everyone calling it an ethics nightmare and a blatant favor to a billionaire political donor. But Trump, he's doubling down, calling Musk a great American and saying that he hopes to boost Tesla stock with this purchase. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how beneath the office of the president is this? Dex, what you think?
I don't see the issue.
You don't see the issue?
No, like we're talking about the president of the United States. Like we've had presidents sleeping with Marilyn Monroe. We've had presidents bail out everything from the bank to airlines to the auto industry. So like I mean, he's just saying out loud what he signs behind closed doors. I don't see an issue with this. I think we just talked about him getting rid of people with the Department of Education. We know they fired tons of people from the IRS, but we're going to be upset about them hawking Teslas.
I think the issue is that Elon Musk
rebrand is crazy.
Who is like over government efficiency, but the government has gotten a ridiculous Tesla deal where he's essentially funding, like getting all this money coming his way. I think something upwards of $8 million a day for his own company. And then now Trump sitting in one looking very uncomfortable. So obviously he doesn't like the car.
He's stuffed in that seat.
he looks extremely uncomfortable. Elon, he looks like he's being forced to do it, number one. But I mean, this is just totally ridiculous. I think I guess the office of the president has already been like pretty much not what it used to pretend to be, to Dex's point. But I don't know. This is just for me a new low, like lower than the other stuff, I guess.
Bill,
this
what do
is
you think?
lower than sleeping with Marilyn Monroe, getting head in the White House. This is
What
lower.
does what?
Yeah,
Okay,
because
what?
they
I don't
say they
understand. What
didn't
is sleeping with? What's so wrong with sleeping with Marilyn?
This is
Monroe?
lower than getting head from a White House staffer in the White House in the Oval Office. This is
Yes.
lower than that.
Yes, you're using your office to influence people's stock options. That is crazy.
And watch this, right? The craziest part about it is Tesla's stock is still dropping. The stock market is still tanking, and people, me, are losing money daily. There's nothing. He's toxic.
Dex, I don't see how you see how you don't see a problem with this. Like there used to be some decorum to the presidency, where, of course, anything. When Barack Obama was trotted across Fox News for wearing a fucking beige suit, like, are you?
And
kidding
what do we
me?
say about that? And what do we say about that?
Who is we? Because I don't know which side you're on right now. Who is we?
What did we say about that?
Us or y'all?
Let's just be very specific. You. What did you say about that? When I
didn't say anything about it.
What was your thought process on that?
I didn't have a thought process about it. I thought he was fine to wear the tan suit.
Exactly. It's no big deal. We don't care. We didn't care. Just like this. There are bigger fish to fry. This is not.
Well, we can't fry him because your president made us not able to afford.
And because we have apologists like you standing in the way.
Hold on.
I'm not apologizing for anything. I just don't think it's a big deal.
We cannot afford to fry the bigger fish because your president has disallowed us to be able to afford the bigger fish to fry.
Well, if you want to go that route, you can't afford to fry this fish either.
Excuse me, because he's sitting stuffed up in that Tesla with that. Don't you about to piss me off? Look at him. Look at them, the both of them.
I can't believe. The funny thing is, he looks so uncomfortable. I have to see the video, but like this picture he captured, like he does not look pleased.
Please don't piss me off. Okay.
Look. Okay. I mean, if that's what it's going to be, that's what it's going to be. I just didn't expect you to take that course, Dex.
Isn't there a government contract to provide Teslas? Like, this is ridiculous.
I mean, it's going to. It's coming. Now, you know how we say we always need leaders who are going to keep it real. Representative Jasmine Crockett has proven once again that she's the one we can count on to speak truth to power in a ridiculous no-hold-barred follow-up interview to when she told Elon Musk to F off. She called out Donald Trump for what she sees as his loyalty to Vladimir Putin over his hometown of America.
First of all, thank you for making the back of my head famous. But second of all, if we could do a sequel, if you could tell Donald Trump anything tonight, what would you tell him?
I would tell him to grow a spine and stop being Putin's hoe.
That's how you clear it.
Okay, so let's talk about it. Is Representative Jasmine Crockett the fighter the Democrats need right now? Is she right about Trump doing Putin's bidding? And does calling it out this bluntly help or hurt the conversation? What do you guys think?
You can call it out. The man told y'all what he was going to do. You know, Putin is sitting up at the Kremlin, and Trump is trying to get in there, and Monica Lewinsky Putin. Okay.
oh,
that's just what it is.
Listen,
Putin is sitting in the Kremlin, and you know Elon is standing on the side of the desk.
We got it.
Okay.
Ty, do you think Jasmine Crockett's rhetoric is the thing the Democrats need right now?
Like yes and no. Like I like she's one of the few Democrats that I feel like are really speaking out and doing her job. Would I have said it in the way that she said it? Not necessarily, but like I don't know. Democrats are usually full of crap, so they like to like pretend they're like above and have a certain go low, go high fake situation. And she's a little bit different. She's more like the Republicans, but on the opposite side. So I guess that's what they do need. I don't know.
It's crazy. Dex,
You want to go here with me? Because you're not going to like my answer.
It's on record. I'm gonna play it back at the end of the year.
I will let
if you want it on tape, you can put it on tape.
I'm not really sure. You can put this on tape. I'm not really sure what her political aspirations are, but I can let you know that if she were to run for president, she would not be getting my vote. And don't say this is a switch up for me either, because when Kamala Harris had Megan Thee Stallion twerking on stage for her, I was the one on here that said, I think that's inappropriate. I'm just not into that. I didn't think that was necessary. And I wasn't alone because she didn't win.
Well, Dex, we knew you weren't voting for a black woman anyway.
No, I don't understand why I'm getting this label, because this is the problem.
Because you are also in the Kremlin standing behind DJT.
Okay. What I don't understand is, like, this right here is the problem. Like, if a person is speaking truth about what they see going on, like, they've switched over.
I don't have a problem with it. I just think you're being
all these other things. Right is right and wrong is wrong, and some things are just right and some things are just wrong. Her and her vernacular, how she talks.
Well, she can't say that, but Donald John Trump can sit and endorse a terrible Tesla and
dismantle far worse things than that. And so we're talking about Biden, Dex, for 5 years.
Come on.
Like, and she can't say anything about Trump being a hoe when people have been calling her, like Dylan's saying, have you seen white Twitter talk about her? They've been calling Jasmine Crockett a hoe, or in other terms, for the last 6 weeks.
And I'm not saying that's right either, but what I'm saying is, if she ran for president, she would not be getting my vote. Maybe the people of Texas, excuse me, maybe the people of Texas. Sorry, why do you say that?
You know why.
No, tell me, why wouldn't she get my vote?
No,
you know why. Vote for her. Because you wouldn't vote for her. That's why.
Because you're like a lot of people, where like things coming from a person like Donald Trump are wildly inappropriate, totally ridiculous. Like to them, that kind of rolls off the
he's so funny
talk. And then if it comes from a woman, it's just like all of a sudden you're completely baffled. You can't believe it. You know how it is.
That's how I am.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Will, do you want to agree? You want to stamp it?
Stamp what Ty said?
Yeah.
Specifically about me. This is a me thing. This is about me. Okay. I just want to make sure you guys are all in agreement on that. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So make the correction. We'll make the correction. Your friends have told you. Your friends have told you that what you're doing is inappropriate and you need to fix it. So fix it. Got it?
The problem is, like the rest of the cultists, he won't.
No, I absolutely won't be changed. But like that right there, you guys, that's your assessment of me.
And we can have that. We can't have that.
No. I just want to verify that is your assessment.
See, that is the truth.
Three of the people who know you closest.
That's Latter-day Saint church, and y'all sitting around. Oh, be more beautiful. We love you. Oh, our dear leader's coming back. Yeah. And then y'all all drink the Kool-Aid, expecting the spaceship to come and get you, and then you're all dead because you can't afford the eggs, and the raspberries are $19, and the blueberries cost too much, and so now y'all killing over dead.
William is so mad about those raspberries. No one else mentioned raspberries with William.
What?
You were so mad about those raspberries. No one else mentioned raspberries.
very, very angry about a pack of raspberries shooting up from the normal $2 to $7 a pack. It's unacceptable. And I want my raspberries to be great again. That's all I'm saying.
All right. All said, all done. Fix it.
Scoop, 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 scoop.
All right, let's get into this one because, wow, this is messy. Sean Diddy Combs is facing yet another lawsuit, and this time comedian Drewski and NFL star Odell Beckham Jr. have been pulled into the mix. A woman is accusing Diddy of orchestrating a violent assault back in 2018, and she claims that Drewski and OBJ were involved. Both of them are calling this completely false. Drewski says he was broke and unknown at the time, and Odell saying that he's covered by God. And police have labeled the claims unfounded. But let's be real right now. Just having your name attached to Diddy in any capacity is enough to get people looking at you sideways nowadays. So here's the question. How mad would you be if someone falsely accused you of being connected to all of this. And is Diddy officially the new Scarlet Letter? Once your name is tied to his, it's over for you. What you think?
Well, personally, I don't really like when people say anything about me that's unfounded. So people, when they give assessments of what they think, how I think, or whatever, like I'm not the craziest about that. So I wouldn't be fine with the person just randomly throwing me out there because I have a photograph with P. Diddy. Like that would be insane to me. I also think it's problematic though that somebody can like this lawsuit that I read through this. This is fake. They literally have these people's stage names in there, and like in an actual lawsuit, like they would never have that. But it doesn't even matter because as soon as it went out there, people were in their comments and under their sending them DMs and talking about it on Twitter as if it's a factual thing. So the only thing you have to do is say it out loud, and it's official, it's real, it's true because you've said it out loud, and it's on a legal document. I don't like this kind of stuff.
I just don't even think people care about ruining other people's lives right now. Like, what was the motive behind this? Somebody who wasn't even Say this again?
You would know.
Did we ruin your life?
Character assassination is a real thing, and you would.
I asked you, did you want this stuff on tape? We didn't bully you into saying stuff. We offered you a platform.
Character assassination.
No, you were making a good point, though. Go ahead.
Yes, we think you're of great moral.
No, I don't need you. I don't care what y'all think.
We just don't agree with your view on certain issues.
Let's just be very clear, y'all. Anybody who watches this show could watch the show last week and the week before.
I was trying to claim last week and the week before.
I was crying when Donald Trump won the presidency. I was crying. I was the only person crying. These guys didn't even care. They thought it was like, oh, whatever. I was crying. And now all of a sudden I'm a Trump supporter. I'm standing behind him to get this man head. This is what they said about me tonight.
I didn't say that. I did not say that. Let the record show.
Let the record
y'all
show.
Who said that.
Nobody said that.
You said it.
Nope. That's not what I said.
Rewind the tape back.
He was playing a character.
Yeah.
I never even said those words.
Well, go to sleep.
Oh, okay. Leave it alone, Dex.
I'm sorry.
I forgot my point. I don't even remember where was I?
You were just saying people don't care about ruining people's lives.
Yeah, it's like people don't care about, like, he wasn't even, like, I'm not even famous at the time. And you're like, oh, in 2018, you did such and such. Like, people don't even care about completely ruining and destroying somebody's life. And I just find it ridiculous. Because now, like, how hard is it to do what he does with his little show and all that stuff he does? Like, you can't just go back out there and just keep doing it like nothing happened. You have to, like, lay low for a little while, stop filming. Like, this is ridiculous.
And a lot of his stuff is like a little like racy a little bit too. So it's kind of like, do I even tame my content? Like, can I still do the same stuff?
Oh yeah, he's gonna have to rebrand a little bit.
Yeah, you attach that to my name.
And people were like, oh, I've never heard him be serious in his life. When he had to like come out and address this, I was like, of course I have to be serious. People are saying, look what they're saying I've done. But now, of course, there's gonna have to be a slight rebrand if he's gonna come back out, I think.
I don't see Drewski going away. I do think, it is a little unfortunate. I mean, OBJ, whatever.
But he's nobody's thinking about him.
I also don't believe Drewski I believe Drewski when he says he wasn't invited to a Diddy party in 2018.
But there wasn't one video, remember, where I do agree that he wasn't invited to a Diddy party in 2018. I think that he can prove that. The issue, though, is that you do have an association with Diddy. Like, remember there was like a video where he was touring his house or something like that? I think things like that become problematic. And even there's like
2018.
I don't know what year. I don't think so. And then there's another, like, there's this random video that I remember posted. It was like Odell, Trey Songz, and Justin Bieber. And it's like things like that, like when allegations start to come out, like those things start to grow legs. And like, I don't know. It's a little messy. I think though that you should probably say something more than God's got me, because I don't know if God got you in this situation.
I mean, be confident. you didn't do nothing, so I get it.
Okay.
All right, let's talk about R. Kelly, because apparently he's been busy behind bars. The disgraced R&B singer, currently serving a 30-year sentence for sex trafficking and racketeering, claims that he's written 25 albums while in prison. That's right, 25. Despite losing his appeals and having no clear path to his release before the year 2045, R. Kelly says that he's always singing and still making music. Now, let's not forget, this is the same R. Kelly who has publicly admitted to being illiterate as a defense for not knowing that he had to report to court in the past. So the question is, who exactly is writing these songs? Now, are we talking about actual compositions? Or is someone in the cell next door ghostwriting his comeback? And even if these albums exist, should anyone be supporting music that R. Kelly releases after everything that's come out? Does R. Kelly have any chance of these songs ever being released to the public? What do you think?
Well, I will say, just when he says he wrote them, that doesn't mean the words are spelled correctly. He just wrote, like he knows what he was trying to say. So maybe he wrote it just as we probably won't be able to read it because this R. Kelly stuff is weird because I do think that like what he did was horrific. I think it was terrible. I think it was disgusting.
Right.
And I do think he's where he belongs in jail.
100%. Like he's not coming out. Like
I think it just becomes one of those conversations though that you don't even remember how long he's been in jail. You know what I mean? It's just like R. Kelly's been in jail for at least 3-4 years, right? I don't know how long he's been in jail. So it's kind of like one of those things when people start to say, well, he's paid his debt to society. And it's like, the legal system is so weird because I don't even know what that means. I don't know like when he should get out of jail. Like you just threw a number at it. Like I don't
2045. Yeah.
Yeah, like you threw this number at this man, and like I don't know if that's right or wrong. I just think he should be in jail because what he did was wrong. But like, that's a hard one. And then it's like, should he not be able to make a living for his family, whoever he would be giving the money to? Like, that's a hard one. I think he should be able to release the music, and if you choose to buy it, you choose to buy it. If you don't choose to buy it, you don't choose to buy it.
If that 2045 year is just a date for possible parole, it's not like he's going to be released then.
He's also like 50-something years old.
True, and probably with gout. Go ahead.
I mean, I'd like to go on record saying that I mean, if I'm going to be real, the albums are probably fire, right? They're probably really
no,
well
they're
done.
not. Come on.
Yeah, they're R. Kelly.
When's the last time you listened to an R. Kelly album?
We haven't been allowed to listen to R. Kelly for quite some time.
He just put that little remix out the Chris Brown song. I gave that a little listen.
What are you talking about? What's the song that he put a remix out to?
You didn't see that? That was funny.
He put a remix out to Residuals?
Yeah.
He's also got a song with Chance the Rapper that's actually pretty fire.
I thought it was funny.
What are you talking about?
Well, let me just also, since we're going on record a lot,
Chance the Rapper also has a song with Yolanda Adams. Who else was it, Bill?
Don't piss me off.
Let me say real quick that I have not listened to an R. Kelly song since he got arrested and been in jail. Like I do not support R. Kelly, and even if he did,
I don't support him or listen to his stuff, but they like that remix was like kind of forced on us.
I wouldn't even know. I would be like this.
I think that was through the internet. I don't think I don't think R. Kelly should be like releasing music, and I think he should just sing for his jail friends and write his little music.
Be a little songbird.
Wait, I don't.
Like there could be a job for him entertaining the people, keeping things calm, keeping things rolling. Have like a little private release party within the prison. Make things safe for others, and just that's how you contribute to the world. But don't try to release it out here. We're not buying it.
I don't want to drag this conversation on much longer, but I do want to say that like the Menendez brothers who have confessed to killing their parents are getting ready to potentially to be released from prison.
No, they're not.
And
the LA prosecutor shut that down.
Yeah,
that conversation consistently comes up for them. Like that, like get them out. And like a lot of the reason behind that is because something was done to them by the people that they killed.
Okay.
And
but they murdered two parents, right?
Yes.
They didn't rape 46 women. Like,
well, allegedly. Because I'm not trying to get you about R. Kelly.
He's in jail and convicted, Dex. I mean, I don't know what you mean by allegedly.
All I'm saying is I just feel like sometimes our legal system does this thing where they favor certain people for whatever reason, and then it brings up these conversations for people who are R. Kelly sympathists and loyalists who say well, what about him? What about him? What about him? I think if we're going to do certain things, we got to do it across the board. It's got to be fair. It's got to be right.
I think we use allegedly to be careful, but I think we're okay to skip allegedly.
I think we're fine.
You cannot say somebody did something to 45 people and not say
okay. I think we're legally okay to forego allegedly.
If this man is trying to release albums from prison, he will sue us.
FIFA president Gianni Infantino just teased the possibility of Drake headlining the first ever World Cup final halftime show. And he even threw in a little shade by hinting at a rivalry with Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl performance. Here's what Gianni had to say on TV.
I have a great idea for you for the halftime. I'm sorry I'm obsessed with this.
Tell me.
Drake. Because you were at the Super Bowl.
Boy.
Kendrick Lamar dissed him at the Super Bowl. You got
So we can create a bit of a rivalry.
Drake
right?
comes back for, you know.
That's a good idea. Actually, Drake was with us when we announced the host cities of.
You might be onto something here.
I should have his number still somewhere.
I expect to be sitting right next to you when you sign him on the dotted line. Anyway.
We'll do that.
All right. Now, let's be real. Kendrick had 133.5 million people watching him at the Super Bowl. But the World Cup final, 1.4 billion viewers worldwide. Numbers don't lie. But does this feel like a win for Drake or just a whack secondary prize after losing his battle with Kendrick Lamar? Is this a chance for Drake to reclaim the spotlight, or would accepting this gig just prove the L even more? What do you think?
Kendrick destroyed Drake. Drake has been on the rebound ever since. Anything he does now is on the rebound. Yes, soccer has the largest group of supporters of any sport anywhere in the world, worldwide, Craig, right? However, right? Drake won. I mean, Kendrick won. Drake lost. We know that.
Who cares if Drake lost? Like, I don't care about that.
Oh,
like,
here you
go. Listen, I think this is really cool. I think this is a good idea.
Really cool. You don't even watch soccer. Why is this really cool to you?
I think that he's going to be like, you know, he had this thing. Everybody was hyped. Big as the Super Bowl. And like, I put you on the Super Bowl. I'm going to do something. I'm going to do something bigger than the Super Bowl now.
Exactly.
Just
you see the top?
I can. And so I think he should go forward with it. I was aware of this already, and I'm just patiently awaiting for them to put him out there to do his thing. Like Kendrick, you know, he's wrapping this thing up. We're done.
You see what I had at the top of the screen? We on the same page, brother. I knew he was going to say that.
Super Bowl. There we go.
To me, honestly, though, it does feel like a secondary sort of prize. Like it's like
I think that's a worldview issue because like it's not a secondary prize. It's American arrogance.
Okay, but this matters in America. We don't care about worldwide. We care about America. America first.
And Drake doesn't care about worldwide. He only cares about America. That's why he's here.
We don't care about worldwide views, and we don't tour. We don't go on world tours.
Care about the
Look
world.
who the president of America is.
Who gives a damn about the world? The world, Ty? You care what's going on in Luxembourg?
Like, why do people go on world tours and stuff? I go anywhere but America.
You care what's going on in Sri Lanka? Ty, what's the number one song in Sri Lanka right now?
If I was an artist and I was touring and my money and my music, yes, I do want my music to touch the world.
Okay. What's the number one song in Helsinki radio right now, Ty?
Well, it's not that Ty would know this stuff, but like what
he cares about the world.
No, it's not. It's a musical artist, and I think that a person like Drake would care about the worldview. And honestly, if America has turned their back on me like they have with Drake, I would be performing. At bar mitzvahs and in Israel. I'll be doing this World Cup thing. I'll be over there. I think anywhere. If the Queen opens up, she's dead. But if Prince Harry and all them over there, if they needed me, I'll perform there to Buckingham Palace. I'd be everywhere if I was Drake. I don't think anything is a consolation
Speaking of
prize.
which, let me plug this real quick. The second greatest voice of all time is about to headline at the Royal Sandringham Estate. That's amazing.
Who is that?
Who's the second
Mariah
greatest?
Carey.
Carey.
Right. See what I mean? Like it's one of those things. Like if Drake didn't have this beef with Kendrick and this World Cup thing came out, there would be no conversation about anything. You talking about World Wars or something like that? If Drake didn't have this beef with Kendrick, whatever, there would be no conversation about this being a consolation prize. So, like, I think, like Ty said, Jason, that is a mindset of yours, and I think it's a mindset of a lot of Americans. But at the end of the day, I think Drake is fine to do this, and I don't think there's any issues with it.
And very fickle people, like people who've been literally riding Drake for 15 years, and now Kendrick comes out. And half these people, there are some very true Kendrick Lamar fans, but most of these people are not even Kendrick Lamar fans. You don't care about him. You don't listen to his music. You're not going to continue listening to. You just hate Drake. and you only hate Drake because you hate when people are on top. It's
And-
really weird.
And to be clear, they only hate Drake because it's okay to hate him right now. Because when it wasn't okay to hate Drake, these people were playing Drake's music. And I can guarantee you, when Drake comes out with his next album, these people will be listening to it. Jason,
Like you literally took a black man who's biracial, call him a culture vulture because he's not allowed to engage in black culture. What are we actually saying? Like we're the stupidest people in the world.
And then if we really want to go there, you're saying that Drake is a culture vulture. He shouldn't be doing anything with black culture. So then he goes over and he's like, okay, I'll do the World Cup, which has nothing really to do with black people. And now that's a consolation prize. Make it make sense.
Okay, you guys done?
Yes, we are.
Absolutely. You guys thought that was cute, but you guys
points were made. I mean, I don't know what you're doing.
I know, right? And I'm glad y'all shut up for him.
Hey, thank you.
We wouldn't know.
would not know at all.
Well, I'm glad y'all took time to go look up the #1 song in whatever country that y'all are pretending not to care about.
Okay.
There are such losers running behind Kendrick. Like, oh, Kendrick is such a loser.
Still going with that.
Weirdo.
It's time for
such a weirdo.
Q&A.
I got a question. I got a question.
All right, Q&A.
Greetings and salutations.
Oh, sorry. This sorry, I didn't change the bottom third. I'm sorry, I forgot. That was an error by me. Error 7, Jason. Charge that to the game. This should read something different. So just go ahead and keep going.
Well, so much for the intro, folks.
Sorry.
Here's Q&A, I guess.
My bad. I forgot to change it. I changed Dex's clips and everything. I didn't change the shit.
Well,
the questions changed. It's just the bottom third.
Allegedly.
I forgot.
I was getting ready to cash in a big bag of cans I'd been saving, had them sitting in my garage. Well, this might be my neighbor.
Oh.
While I loaded my truck, stepped inside for a minute, came back, gone. Someone straight up walked into my garage and took them. Drove toward the bottle drop just in case, and sure enough, I spot a woman hauling my bag down the sidewalk. Pulled over, called her out, and she denied it until I mentioned cameras and the cops. Then she flipped, saying times are tough and it's just a bag of cans. Look, I get that people are struggling, but you don't get to steal from my garage and then play the victim. I told her, return it or we'll let the cops decide. She cussed me out, threw the bag down, and stormed off, calling me heartless. Later, I told my friends, and one of their girlfriends went off, said, I should have just let her have them, that she might have been homeless, and I don't know what she's going through. Now I'm second guessing myself. So tell me, was I just standing my ground or did I screw up? Because if I was in the wrong here, where's the line? Am I supposed to just let people take my stuff?
All right. No, I don't think you should let people take your stuff. I do think you have a point here. I'm not sure why that person decided to take the homeless person side in all of this. I mean, stealing is stealing, even if it is a bag of cans or bottles or whatever it was. I know in LA you do get some money for it. You can I've never gotten more than like $13 though. So you must have had a lot of cans. We get 5 cents per can in California. So yeah, so you must have had a lot of cans. And if you was getting $30 worth of cans or something like that, I would have been mad too.
Those cans like 1 cent, 5 cent, 3 cents. Like
and you done saved up. Like it's like putting money in a piggy bank. Like no matter how much money is in the piggy bank, I still want to cash in. Like you can't have. That's dedication. You know how much dedication it takes to save cans? That's a lot of dedication.
I just think the problem here is not that I care so much about the money. I care about the audacity of you walking on my property into my garage.
Yeah. Like, who are you?
My things. Like it's not that I'm worried about the $30 or I don't know your situation. All right, so let somebody rob your house. You don't know their situation.
Why are you perusing the neighborhood?
I'm just, kick down your door and rummage through your things because you don't know their situation. Like, no, that's not how things work.
Like what? I didn't get it. Dex, I can't hear you. Sorry.
Well, One, you need to stop drinking all them sodas. You've been drinking way too many sodas. Like, that is the problem. And two, I do agree with Ty and Jason, and I think we'll say this too, that like you shouldn't be going up on nobody's property taking nothing. You like that's not okay at all. Three, the girlfriend, you got to mind your business. It's like I really wasn't even talking to you. I was talking to your significant other. I was not speaking to you. Put a muzzle on that one.
Oh,
and then four, finally, I can't stand no broke. I can't stand no broke. Because I mean, the person who stole it, very problematic. But you mean to tell me you had cans that you were getting ready to go cash in? And
who's the broke one? Hold up.
You tell me.
You're not calling the person who saved the can.
I can't tell. Probably.
Oh, come on.
And also, you took it a step further. You jumped in your car and just went down searching the streets for a bag of cans. Boy, give me your cash. I'm gonna send you a couple dollars because this ain't. You don't gotta live like this. That ain't it. Times are hard, but I ain't finna chase you down for no cans. I promise you that.
Oh, man. That's 2 dozen.
I want to know the culprit who felt like they had the audacity to walk themselves into my property. Look, you can't be too broke. They got a little garage. Like I said, everybody don't got no garage now, so they got a little something. So
yeah, but still, I need my $30. That's 2 dozen eggs.
You're not about
the sky high.
That's 2 dozen.
Shoot.
Bill, how expensive is eggs?
Eggs are $9.59 over at the local ShopRite. Per
through the roof.
How many you get? 59 per dozen. You get 12 little eggs for $9. You know what I'm about to do? I'm about to head up to these Orientals and buy my own chicken.
Or
you can hit up a farm.
Well, they got them up here for cheaper than the farm, okay?
Or you could just start collecting cans or stealing people's cans. That's apparently what they do in the
I
street.
go steal a bag of cans. That's what I'm gonna do. My neighbors right down the way. Every night before trash night, I hear them clanging and clanging. I look out my window. They got bags, and I mean bags of cans and little plastic bottles. They haul into the back of them.
They be having them bags. That's the bags that they put them beds in, them king size beds too. So I don't know where they're getting them bags from. Like those bags are humongous.
Guess what? I'm about to wait till next trash day. I'm gonna go steal up their cans and see how much.
There you go.
There you go. The Grinch.
Y'all are walking down the path where you start becoming inappropriate. So let's move on.
Okay. Go ahead, Bill. Let's tap us out. Dex, do you have Dex? I need to know. Hold on, Dex. I need to know before we go. Do you have? Does it?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Bill.
Thank you all for your input on tonight's questions. If your neighbors are stealing up off of your property, if your broke cousin came in and stole up your cans and got money for them, and you want to ask us whether or not you were right or wrong to put them in jail, do send us a question at www.brotalklive.com/questions.
Right,
Jason,
we got there.
So press record and let you feel me.
All right, let's move it on to the clips. These are Dex's clips this week. So these are all clips that Dex has right now. You guys all say, Dex, you like that picture? You see how I did it? You see how I did it? Now, you guys have long said last year that I don't put whatever you guys send me up on the screen for public consumption.
You don't.
Look, I don't. I normally don't. This week, I have not looked at any of these clips. I have no idea what's about to pop up on the screen. God help us all.
Like you think Dex is not as capable as you? We have to do this big announcement before his.
No, I'm just letting you know that whatever happens,
this was not
Jason.
From Jason.
It was not Jason.
That's quality isn't as good.
They're just as quality as yours.
Just as quality? Okay, we'll see. Look, y'all called it. Y'all called it.
You think God or something? He could do it too.
Okay. we gonna see. So Dex,
it's like that Kendrick.
Do you have anything to say before we play these clips, Dex? Or you good?
Well, I do want to give a little disclaimer.
I am defending
I'm
you.
sorry, Ty. When you was going, I was like, "Oh, he'd be a good lawyer as long as I just be quiet." Jason said send clips. He did not say send a specific order. If he would have said send specific clips to put it together a theme, I would have had a better theme together. But I think these are good clips, though.
No, let's roll low.
Hold on. So what was the? So it's because I didn't specify which clips I wanted you to send.
He just said send me anything, and I said okay. And then he turned around and it's like, oh, by the way, this is the segment for tonight.
Look, I'm sorry. I've been very busy. All right, here we go. The clips. Let's see what we got here. Dex. This is all on you, bro.
Scared is to play them. Jesus, how bad can they be?
All right. Who let the little girl bring a cat to church? Says the first one. Here we go.
Is there no sound at all?
I mean, there's sound. I didn't see a cat though. Where's the cat? I missed the cat. Where's the cat?
I watched this video so many times I never saw the cat, and I was hoping somebody else could show me where the cat was. At the beginning, he kicked something, and I'm like, "Is that the cat?" And I'm like, and maybe it's the thing in the person's head. I don't know.
Get a gander at it.
What? Why
was on thrown?
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Why is flying back?
Oh, I did see the cat in the girl's hand. Yeah, the passer threw a pillow, but I did see the cat in the little girl's hand. She's in the third row there. Let's review this one more time.
Now wait a minute. See.
Oh, she had a cat. That wasn't funny, but she had a cat.
Why did she have a cat?
There's so much going. Can we rewind for a second?
There's a lot happening here.
Because the cat may be the least of our concern. Because the cat trying to figure out what's going on too. Because they up there looking if you bucking.
They doing a little cam. What was that dance called? The Wu-Tang? The Wu-Tang? She doing the Wu-Tang?
Like this. Look at it. Like, what's that?
What is this?
And why she
Why
can't?
is this person falling out right here? What's happening here?
She was carrying her. Like what?
Why the pastor throw that pillow?
I need an explanation. Whose church is this? I need an explanation for this church. Send me this so I can put this out to the saints and I can get an answer.
You want to make me believe that watching people Wu-Tang sent you into the spirit that bad that your wig is flying, pillows going out, cats running. Like this church is unacceptable.
Why are they Wu-Tanging? That is a great question.
I need to know.
What's happening?
We're not gonna get one piece of saved at this church. Let's go ahead and shut this down. Oh, a little value.
I didn't know what song is being played. Like I need to know. And mother right here knew it was coming. She whoop, whoop.
Bill, you know that's one of the male praise dances.
With the little strap across.
Across that little garment. All right, we ranking each clip. What would you give that clip out of 10?
That one's 0.
0.
A -3. It owes us.
Oh, 10.
That's 10. All right, next up, let's see what else we got. Dex. This is again, Dex is.
This is actually kind of fun.
This is fun. See, it shows the brand is strong. Shout out to Desus and Mero. Rest in peace. All right, next up, another
what?
church. Well,
they
have
ended
their show. I guess this pastor said what he said, and he's sticking to it. Oh, sorry, I eliminated the clip there. Here is this clip.
I'm sorry, what now? Anybody?
You can't hear?
Not one
No,
thing.
me and William can't hear it. I don't know if you and Dex there.
I'm sitting here like maybe they know something I don't know.
Yeah, I saw Jason's face. I'm like, well, maybe he can hear it.
Hold on. This is again Dex's clips.
My clips ain't got nothing to do with your sound, buddy. Don't put that on me.
My sound.
Oh, man.
Not that you just blame your sound on Dex's clips. It's insanity to me.
And nothing this boy's
My
fault.
sound.
Yeah, I tell you.
What did you say?
I've never seen somebody so blameless.
Me neither.
Who? Dex. I know it's crazy, right? He sent me the clips and they don't got no sound.
The stock market is down. I guess that's your fault too, because of your clips.
Look, tonight
I gotta go back and I gotta go back and doctor up the sound, Bill. Let me see what I can
and
do.
got the doctorate up good too.
Oh, you play the video, I'll play the sound.
We can't hear a thing.
we gonna count down?
Hold on. This is ghetto, by the way. This is so ghetto. Cut this out the podcast.
No, this is all you, Dex. You chose this path. So it's all you.
You chose to have the sound together. You tell me when you're ready, and you put the video up, and then you tell me when to press play.
All right, you ready?
This is hilarious.
Very ghetto.
Bro Talk Live.
What you gonna do with the sound?
I'm gonna press play. I'm gonna be ready. You tell me when you're ready, and I'll be ready.
Dex, just don't bother. I got it. Don't worry. Okay, here we go. So the sound for this next one is going to come once again from Dex. This is a clip that he endorsed about a pastor saying something ridiculous, which you guys didn't hear the first time around, but something that you're about to hear right about now. Dex, are you ready? Do you have any? This is about the pastor, so you know what this is about. Do you have any preambles that you want to say about this?
He ain't lie.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Here is the clip.
It is a contract until death do you part. It is sacrifice. It is work. It is difficult. You don't go blind because you married. I see titties and booties every day. Brothers, y'all gonna leave me out here? I need the men to stand up and say amen. If you ain't said that, oh, sir. Thank you, brothers. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay? I'm going to come to the sisters, but we are visual. We are visual.
Yeah. Well.
You agree?
Archbishop
he ain't saying nothing wrong, Dex?
Don't you have eyes?
Oh, that's his name? Hold up, Bill. We gotta have a talk. He got a name?
Archbishop William Hudson is his name.
You know this guy?
Oh, I don't know him. I don't know him.
That means yeah, that's your boy?
No, not my boy.
Call him up and bring him on the show, man.
I don't know him in the way that people.
Absolutely not.
I don't know him. No.
I don't know him. I don't know this man.
Bill, is he?
Sorry to this man.
I'm sorry to this man.
So you gotta.
Are we saying that he was lying?
You don't know nothing about that?
He is lying, and we don't agree.
Yeah,
we don't. I'm sorry. The views and the big opinions of Archbishop Ryan do not reflect those of the Mary and Will people of Bro Talk Live.
Oh, not doing well.
Right. We don't see.
No, I was in the. We don't see anything. We just walk around with our eyes closed.
That's right.
We don't see
our eyes on Jesus.
I stayed on Jesus.
On the king.
That's what he's supposed to be preaching up there.
All right, what would y'all rate that clip between 1 and 10?
His ain't in the Bible.
See.
I'm gonna give that another 0.
You know what? I'm gonna give it a 0 too, because like Ty said, my eyes is on Jesus and Jesus only.
That's right. We don't see nothing. We don't see no ass. We don't see no ass.
I don't see no ass and no titties. We don't know what you talking about, brother. We not with you.
Hey, wait, how about all the guys in the church that up like their wives are probably like, wait, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
You gonna leave me hanging? Yes, I am.
What my wife said.
I have every intention of leaving you hanging.
Like, are you dumb? Like, what do you think this is?
I sit with my wife in church. Yeah, I see you.
While they was falling out, holding their cats.
Yeah, throwing cats, wigs falling, y'all sitting there and looking all stupid. No, y'all can't just go to anybody's church. These people got to sit down.
All right, let's do an eliminator between the first clip and the second clip. Which clip are you more likely?
I'm eliminating the cat girl first.
All right, cat girl's gone.
No, I want to keep cat girl. Archbishop got to
We
go.
getting rid of the bishop.
You got Archbishop got to go.
The bishop does got to go. You're right.
Arch, you got to go.
Is he putting a bad name on the church?
Now you got passed over here throwing pillars.
Not pillars.
Because there wasn't no pillow. That was a pillar. Okay. And I guarantee you that church smells like old bendy Martin Luther King fans and white diamonds. I guarantee it.
They be working that little carpet cleaner on the floor.
To be honest with you, I don't think any of these clips are going to make it anywhere past today.
No, wait till you see the next two.
These are Dex's clips. They have to make it.
I hate being wrong, but I was wrong.
It's not over till it's over. Play the next one and make sure the sound is right too.
Hit the next one. Does she say like I'm a slave? Like what am I? Like what are you talking about?
Make sure it sounds right, boy.
Right. Like what are you talking about? All right.
He said you can't treat Jason like any other niggas around here because he ain't like it.
Next up, I have no idea what's happening, but here we go.
Stupid. Might as well just put that down.
Open his door.
What?
Open the door.
All right, put that down.
Okay.
Go ahead, put it over there.
You have activated our control. Don't touch me. You don't have the right to touch me. Don't knock on my kids. I'm
Oh, my kids what? Call him. Call him. Call him.
You
Call
can't
him.
touch me though.
Call him then. Go ahead, call him.
Whoa.
Go ahead, put that down.
Y'all just went.
Hold up. Dex, she threatened to call the police and she was stealing stuff.
She was stealing a box fan and toilet tissue. I love it.
Those are necessities. I get it.
Oh, that's the kind of
that box fan.
You try to steal out the CVS. If you try to steal a box fan as hot as it is outside, you try to steal a box fan, I'm gonna let you do it.
And toilet paper.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Bill,
Tell that
Bill, it
girlfriend.
was 100% a necessity.
That girlfriend who reprimanded the person at the cans. Go tell him about this box fan too. Let her have it. You don't know what she's going through.
He said you might as well just put that down.
But my thing is the worker. Like, why are you locking people in the store to protect the assets? The assets being box fans and tissue.
And you
trying to
was
get
live
to
with
Todd. They trying to get to senior manager. That's why. What are you talking about?
I'm not letting you. I'm not fighting you over that. I'm like, okay, that's what loss prevention is for.
And also, right, you on live. How many viewers he had on that live?
Because you know what? This happens often. They probably always trying to steal out that one.
Open up that door.
Who cares?
Open that door. Let them people go. Okay.
Not let my people go.
When them people whoop your tail, what is the man? What is the senior whatever going to do to help you in that situation?
Senior manager.
Put the video back up because I need the delineation of viewers will tell me everything I need to know.
All right.
Stupid. Might as well just put that down.
Open his door.
What?
Open the door.
All right, put that down.
Okay.
Go ahead, put it over there.
You have activated our control. Don't touch me. You don't have the right to touch me. Don't knock on my kids.
Oh, my kids what? Call him. Call him. Call him.
You
Call
can't
him.
touch me though.
Call him then. Go ahead, call him.
Why'd she pull out her phone like she was about to call him?
Go ahead, put that down.
Y'all just went.
This is telling me all I need to know, right? Because number one, he wasn't even live; he was just recording a video.
Mm-hmm. And that girl with the blonde wig got a father at home who's going to be very disappointed when you see her in this video.
No, they're not, because they still. Let me tell you about that sniggle and that giggle that they did. They got to that dough. They steal all the time, and they steal from that particular CVS on a regular basis. Okay, that's their CVS. He's the new guy that that corporate brought in to try to cut down on some of that loss prevention.
That's what it looks like. Honestly, that's what it looks like.
That's their
And
little
it was
friend.
like,
He
You
came
think they
there
know
to
him?
play shape.
You think they know him? Is that Jermel from high school?
No, that's Quantavious from down the road.
Oh, okay.
Who ran a successful CVS down the road, and now he's coming to do it again.
He got a promotion up the street, and now, yeah,
That's
see,
it.
he
See,
took advantage of him.
Quantavious was in the other county, right on over the road, a piece the road away.
Poor little Quan.
Well,
Free little Quan. All right, last but not least, here we go. After that, boss.
Boss,
All right.
most I can do is drop this washer off to you.
I'm not understanding what you're saying.
I said the most I can do
Yeah.
is drop this washer off to you.
No, you're not going to drop no frickin' washer off to me.
Look,
You
man.
take it back to your company, and I'll tell them you refuse to take out the old one and bring in the new one.
You don't. That's better.
Okay?
Look at this place, man. You don't see the car outside cleaner than the house?
You guys came with a bad attitude in the first
Look at the car. Look at the car. The car cleaner than the house, man. You need to clean the house.
Told him to clean up his dirty ass house.
I think he's on the wrong show. He should have called Hoarders. Okay.
For real. He got them bottles of piss sitting around the wall, waiting for somebody to clean that up. Like, man, remove that stuff before you have these people coming into your house. Are you crazy?
He said, look at this place.
He said the car cleaner than the house, man.
Look at this place.
Oh, man.
If you don't clean that piss up and throw it in the trash and stop being stupid.
This is the best I can do for you.
Why would you even buy a new washer? Well, you know, your house look like this.
He said, I'll tell him you refuse to install it. Like, hell yeah. What are you talking about?
He said,
What I do?
You don't even got to worry about it. I'm going to tell him I refuse to install it.
Because I'm not sitting in there. Could you imagine how a place smells?
Oh, you know how it smelled. Like piss.
And the crazy part about it is you living like that and got the audacity to have an attitude with me because I can't do this.
Well, I'll tell him you had an attitude.
He is living comfortable like a roach up under one of them refrigerators.
There is.
And you got some nerve.
Like a mouse in a cornfield.
The car
Like
was
a-
clean though.
The car was clean.
Like a slug in a gutter.
What is it? What's up with that? Can you imagine?
Like a piss head on the sand hill.
Like a coon in a trash can.
Ty, like, why do we bother being here?
I don't know.
Dumb and dumb.
They've made the show wildly unprofessional. You know, next to my
Hey, don't worry about it when this one gets pulled down to it. Par for the course.
You know them coons be in that trash can.
Can you just say raccoon?
Now we saw that. Hold up, we played a clip a few months ago of that coon dead hanging out the edge of the trash can.
Yes,
Y'all
but
wanna
can you
act
call
like-
it a raccoon?
Okay, it is what it is. Like y'all, it's y'all mind.
No, it's
y'all
different meanings. Actually, the way you say that.
Yeah, it's y'all mind. All right, we gotta
Oh,
get
that
to
wore
the.
me out.
What's winning? Which clip is winning? Please let me
The
know.
last one.
Which
That little girl with that cat.
All right, Ty, what you going with?
I'm gonna go with the Steelers.
The ones who were
I
stealing.
like that.
All right, so now I
I'm
gotta
going
make
with
up my
Steelers.
mind. I think I'm gonna go with the Jamaican. The car cleaner than the house, man. All right, moving on. We gotta move to Dexter's BS report.
Here we go. Dexter does it, you know I'm the man. Trying out the favors, sticking with the plan. Wanna take you on a journey, show you how it's done. Dexter's in the house, let's have some fun.
Hey guys, this week Dexter does it. I'm going to give you another life hack. I also want to give a quick C too, so I'm going to be quick with the life hack.
I'm sorry because I do. You can give me the C because I forgot to post your last life hack, and I need to post that like expeditiously.
I actually meant to do the same thing, and so it's a joint. It's a seat for the two of us. So this is a life hack. It's a little controversial, but Try it. All right. So go out, get a pad, right? But specifically the ones with
Like
like
sort of pad, like the ones with wings.
it has to be the ones with wings on it, yeah, because that has sticky on it. So get a pad, right? You get the pad, you open it up, you spray your favorite cologne on the pad, right? Just and do good too, like spray it like how you spray yourself, a couple of ounces of cologne. Then and do 2 pads actually, just to really give it some razzle dazzle. Then go inside of your closet and put the pads, stick it to the wall on both ends of the closet. And what ends up happening is your clothes then absorbs that scent, so then you automatically have clothes that smell good and smell like your favorite cologne.
I'm sorry, what?
This is what you've done? You got pads on your wall?
You got to hold up.
Try it and let me know what y'all think.
You got to smell. You got hold up. You got to smell like what?
Your favorite cologne. So like whatever your favorite cologne is, spray it
like a
nuke.
Huh? You got hold up. You got the box smelling like a nuke. Like what you got the box? What?
The pad. You putting the pad inside of your closet. Because it's essentially like a cotton ball. It absorbs.
Okay. I thought she was wearing the pad afterwards and you was trying to.
Well, now, if you put the pad on a lady, you might have to go to the doctor's office. So I don't necessarily want to do that. But just if you spray it and you stick it on the wall, like it's going to absorb, like your clothes.
I'm not putting no pads on my wall.
You have pads on your wall right now?
Well, this is in the closet. So if you want to come and take a look inside the closet, maybe I don't know. Come look.
I want you to point the camera into the closet and we can see.
I will not be doing that.
Hold up. You be dousing pads in your cologne?
So
wait.
If you like people saying to you, "Hey, you smell so good today," you may need to do a little extra outside of.
Is this like reverse douching? Like, is that what this is?
What? I don't know.
This is like a reverse douche. Like, what is this?
I don't know what that is.
Where'd you get this from?
Dex doesn't know what that is. Can you tell him what that is?
Dex life.
No, he cannot.
They don't be douching nowadays, Bill. You can't be saying that.
They know he cannot.
Tell them with these two. Dumb and dumb.
Williams wants
a male douche. Wow, this will
be his last show for a while. Excuse me, can I have the camera, please? Williams on sabbatical. This will be his last show for a little while. So please bear with us as we catch William up with how we do things around here.
As we transition.
Thank you so much, everyone. Good night.
Jason, I didn't say anything. I just asked Jason to explain it because
I'd rather not him not explain. But can I just give a seat real quick? So, guys, there is this thing that's happening right now where people are like, "We're gonna boycott Target for 40 days." Right?
40 days.
And I was like,
live out a good pastor.
Yes. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to boycott Target for 40 days. However, there's a pamper brand that like I like to use, and like they only sell it at Target. And then they said they have like a couple of them at Walmart. So sorry, no.
Guarantee you can order it off of Amazon.
Oh, well, okay. So this is another seat.
Amazon too.
This is another part of the seat though. So
Amazon was not part of the boycott.
Not yet, but they are part of the problem though. Now this is another part of the seat though. Target sells the same brand of Pampers for $24. Amazon sells the exact same brand of Pampers for $50. That's a problem. That's the first part of the seat.
You need me to cash app you?
The $50 for some Pampers?
Oh, so you want some cans or you want me to cash app you? Which one you want?
No, I just want you to
broke.
I just don't want you.
Let me send you.
I just don't want you to be charging me $50 for something I can go into.
I can give you some cans, or I can send you a cash app. You pick.
Oh, I'm wrong here, not Amazon.
I'm just
Amazon's dead wrong. But also,
if you low on funds, I got you.
Excuse me, wait a minute. Wait, I have a more disturbing. Have I been put out of the black community because I didn't know we were boycotting Target for 40 days?
Yeah, the good pastor Jamal Bryant.
Pastor Jamal Bryant. Pastor Scandal Bryant.
But Will, I'll send it to you. This is actually a really good boycott. But let me finish though. And actually, this is about the Walmart situation is about formula. So I was going to get formula from Target. They sell it. And like not a lot of places sell this brand. So I went to Target. I was going to go to Target. I was like, no, we're going to do the boycott. And they said they have the brand at Walmart. So I'm like, okay. And I don't do Walmart. I do not go to Walmart. But they were like, they have the brand at Walmart. They have 3 cans. I'm going in there. I'm buying all 3 cans. So I go into the Walmart. The cans are locked behind a thing. So I said to the associate, I'm like, hey, these cans are locked. I need one of those. But It says you guys have 3, but I don't see any of there. Do you guys have it in the back? She goes, oh, let me get my manager. She walks away. No manager ever comes up. She never comes back. So then finally 2 other ladies come over and they're dressed differently. So I could tell they were managers. So I'm like, hey, like I was trying to get cans out of like from this area, but it seems like they're not here. It says you have 3 in the store. The lady says to me, she goes, she looks on her little phone thing or whatever, and she says to the lady, I know we don't have any of these in the back. When was the last time this was open? And she said it was open 2 days ago. This lady in Walmart tells me, she said, oh, somebody must have stolen them. Guys, this is why I can't do Walmart. I can't do it. I try to give them a chance. I try to do the boycott, and y'all still mess it up. Who is stealing baby formula?
First of all, a lot of people steal baby formula.
It's
you
too
have
much.
because
condoms
is too expensive, so you gotta, you know what I'm saying.
Them ones that was just at CVS getting that box fan, that's because they just came from Walmart, stealing up that formula. Okay.
But when the lady said it, she looked at me and she said they done stole it. And I just looked at her, she looked at me, and I was like, oh, okay.
I went to Walmart and literally everything was locked up in glass. You had to have they had cases. They didn't let you carry your own stuff. Oh, I went off and I left.
I went off. Yeah, I told you, I sent them an email.
Let me just be very clear about this too, because a lot of people say like, "Oh, well, it depends on the neighborhood you live in." That's why.
No,
that's
it
not
don't.
true. This experience happened to me in the King of Prussia, which is a nice.
They locking everything up. It's not about where you at. They just have a new model of locking stuff up. And
well, it ain't working. People still stealing it. Apparently,
they locking up all the dub, but they leave that little Irish spring over for you to go ahead.
And I think I complained about. I gave a seat to them last week because 2 weeks ago, whatever it was. And I said that it's ridiculous because all they do is hand you the product anyway, and you can easily just walk out the store with it then. Like it doesn't matter the fact that it's behind a closed case because y'all still not following protocol. So y'all need to get y'all people in line if y'all want this to work, because otherwise people still gonna be stealing stuff. They're just gonna be handed it to them first. That's it.
I know we're boycotting Target, but I just can't imagine boycotting Target just to go support Walmart. I find that ridiculous as hell.
Right.
Like I'm just gonna go ahead and go to Target.
Okay, so what are our options? No,
our options are Costco or just go ahead and buy the stuff you need.
The problem with Target was that Target had explicit DEI language in their mission statement, and they explicitly removed that stuff. The thing about Walmart never had it in the first place. So it's not like they're going away from something that they did. So that's the thinking behind it.
Here's the actual thing. In the 60s, there was actual strategy behind the boycott. There was a goal.
There's strategy in this one too.
Hear me. Just hear me, right? Because when they stopped boycotting, they would say, you go down to such and such's houses and they're cooking. You go support them. You go over here to these people and you go support them. There was actual structure behind the boycott. These people are just putting out a boycott saying, oh, don't go over here. Don't go over there. Don't do this. Don't do that.
Dex could order breast milk on Facebook or something like that and get it sent to him or something like that.
And imagine me doing that.
Excuse me?
Yeah, imagine
like I'm just like it's a possibility. It's not like it's not available.
He's about to order breast milk.
Breast milk off Facebook?
They did sell breast milk on Facebook.
Jason, we gotta wrap you up, brother.
They do. I've seen it. I'm a father.
This has been another edition of Bro Talk. For Jason,
you gave your baby Facebook breast milk?
No, I have not.
Thank you.
Make that very clear. I have not. I'm just saying they offer it. So if you want to support a small business,
we thank you for watching.
Go that route instead of Walmart. That's all I'm saying.
I'm sorry.
For Dexter, for Ty, and for Bill. This has been
You're going to Target. I get it. I get it.
That was the closing line. This has been another edition of Bro Talk Live. We out.
Wait, I'm trying to close the show 5 times, and we just going on.
If you don't want formula, it's the only other option. Like,
Jason,
Facebook it up. Is there a Black Planet? You gonna order off a Black Planet? Like, what are we doing?
Turn it off.
Okay, then that's what it is.
They say Costco's doing well with.
Turn the show off. Why are we still here? Turn the show off.
We're not done. Keep going.
We're done.
We're not.
We are done.
So Costco, not only did they
the thing about Costco is they also are kind of in the same situation. They didn't get boycotted, but they did remove themselves from their DEI policies.
No, so Costco did.
No, they doubled down on their policy and they gave people raises.
But also, like I don't need what I need from Costco. Like I don't need. I need a roll of paper towels. I don't need 700 rolls of paper towels.
That's what eventually you will. They were like, Ty, go to Costco, and I'm like, I have no idea where Costco is located. And then I looked it up, and it was far as hell. I'm like, what?
Costco's in New Jersey.
They don't have a Costco in Philadelphia?
No, it's far. Like, from where I live, it's like 30 minutes away.
I don't know what to tell you to do. That's like outside of Facebook Marketplace. I don't know what to tell you to do. I'm sorry.
And then they wanted us to boycott Amazon, so I can't have it delivered. I can't do anything.
I'm not boycotting Amazon. So I mean, Bezos going.
Can we not do like loudly profess that we're not going to do these things? Like,
okay. I'm not going to say I'm not going to boycott. I would if what's his name? The one who's doing pasta. What's his name?
Jamal Bryant.
Yeah, if Jamal Bryant tells me
want
to
him
boycott,
at number one.
If Jamal Bryant tells me to boycott, if it's an actual boycott, I'll do it.
Yes,
organizing.
I'm telling you, this Target one. Well, I do understand what you're saying, but this Target one, the way they spell it out, it actually does make sense. It's not that one day, let's not spend no money nowhere. Like this one actually does make sense.
All right, so we're doing Target, no Target for Lent. That's what's happening.
No, it's for 40 days. Is that Lent?
Not quite, but close enough.
40 days for Lent.
I'm only half Catholic, so I don't know.
Don't y'all be putting a little ash on the forehead and doing something for 40 days?
They do.
It's 50 days. Pentecost is on the 50th day. Penta from the Latin meaning 50.
But it's 50 days from the start, so it's 40 days left because Lent started on what, Wednesday? Last Wednesday?
Ash Wednesday. Mardi Gras was Tuesday.
Yeah, so last Wednesday. So we got 7 days down. So we got about 40 days left.
Tuesday.
There you go. So you was right, about 40 days. We could do that for 40 days.
And if we can't do it for 40 days, we're just gonna keep it between us. We're not gonna publicly say it.
I'm telling y'all, the line's off. You line for people who boycott. Y'all was in the way.
All right. Don't forget. Thanks, Dex, for the tip as well. I don't remember what it was, but I know you gave us one, and I'll make sure I post it this week. But thanks for your tip, and Dexter does it. Ty, thanks for absolutely nothing. Bill, thanks for reading Q&A.
Hey.
What?
That was rude.
I'm sorry. Thanks for being here, Ty. For Dex, for Ty, for Bill, this has been another edition of Bro Talk Live. Hit us up on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter at Bro Talk Live, and we will see you guys next week. Peace.